Good afternoon. Let us share this word of God together. That is in the book of Jeremiah, Jeremiah 29, verse 11. The word of God says, I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, and plans to give you hope for the future. This biblical knowledge it's telling us that God has a plan for us. There is nothing like an accident or a coincidence in the spirit realm. Everything that you see happening in the physical, before it happens here for you to see with your naked eyes, this is something that has already been planned in the spirit realm. It has already been played out in the spirit realm. It has already been acted out in the spirit realm. What is left of that is the results that you are seeing here in the physical world with your naked eyes. So let us just educate ourselves that we are more of spiritual beings than physical bodies that you are seeing. So one thing that you have to concentrate on mostly is to feed your spirit life. As I always say, that your spirit life is the engine of your physical life. So there is nothing like an accident in the spirit realm. God created you according to his plan. It is not a mistake that you are born into this world. God is the source of life. He is the one who gives life. And he is the only one who can maintain the life that you have. So as the book of Jeremiah told us in this 29 verse 11, that God has a plan for us. This is the original plan that God had or has before you were even born into this world. He already knew you before you were even conceived in your mother's womb. He had a plan for your life. And what happens now? That many people nowadays are living a life that seems not to have any direction or any meaning. This is simply because at the foundation of a person's life, especially in an African society, the ancestors, some people in families, ancestors or forefathers, they have manipulated the godly foundation of many people's life. How did they do this? This is mostly through witchcraft and idol worshipping. You will find that the ancestors in a certain family, or let me say forefathers, they were doing these things, or they were engaged in idol worshipping. And once one person in your family, the forefathers, were engaged into idol worshipping, this means that the whole family is now affected, because that person who entered into this evil covenant, you are related to them by blood. And for as long as you are related, the evil results that are coming from that evil covenant will be affecting your life, unless such a covenant is destroyed, unless it is broken and the roots are uprooted. That is only when you can experience total deliverance and total freedom. Now, everything has a purpose. Your life has a purpose. Look at the house. A house has a purpose. A car has a purpose. Trees have purposes. Animals have a purpose. There is nothing that is existing naturally by accident. It was all planned by God. So, one thing I wanted to share with you again is the reason that why many people are living a life that is not according to God's original plan for their life. As I said, it's because foundations have been tampered with, especially in an African society. One thing again that tampers with people's godly plan, it's when you visit things like these witch doctors, palm readers, sorcerers, or talking to the dead. These are cursed places, there is no way you can go there and remain the same way that God created you. When you visit these cursed places, witch doctors, going for palm readers, there are only two things that end up being done there. Number one, this evil spirit in those places that you are visiting, these witch doctors, they end up taking from you, stealing from you your God-given virtues. God created you with virtues which were supposed to help you, for you to lead the right course or the right path in life, to lead you to that God-given destination, or let me say to God's given plan that He has for your life. And when you visit such places, the evil one, they take from you those God-given virtues that you had. And when they take from you, they deposit in you in exchange for what they have taken from you. They deposit in you all type of spiritual problems. So once you have collected these spiritual problems, there is no way you will live your life according to God's plan, because now your life has been tampered with. This is what we are saying, that there is nothing good when you visit witch doctors. Those places are cursed. You will end up exchanging your God-given life or the purpose of your life into the hand of the enemy, and in return you are collecting curses, you are collecting many spiritual problems that will stop you, that will impede you from walking the life that God has designed for you at the beginning. Let us not be ignorant. Please let us engage, or let me say, let us study the Word of God. It is only through studying the Word of God that you can acquire biblical knowledge and spiritual awareness, so that we don't fall victims to the jaws of the enemy. We are living in the last days whereby the enemy is trying by all means to destroy people's life. Don't be one of these victims, because the Word of God is clear. We have it in our hand. The Bible is there for you to read or for you to study, so that you will equip yourself with biblical knowledge and fight your battles as a soldier of Christ. The battle has already been won. Thank you so very much for your time. Remain blessed.